Right, guys, what's going on? It is that time again. We can get a little bit. I'm gonna get closer, a little bit closer than last time. Last time we were like far away.
I felt like that. Yeah, I remember that.
Here, you come look at it real quick and tell me
Okay.
if I'm standing here. Can you see everything? Is my head cut off?
Nope. I can
That's
see
good?
everything. Yep.
Okay, cool.
You could see me okay before too?
Yep. Yeah. Great. Well, if my head's not cut off, your head's definitely not cut off.
Can you even see my head?
Yes.
Yeah, I do have to walk like this.
Yeah, we can see. Actually, I forgot we had the. I forgot we had the window we can look at.
The little makeshift mirror.
Yeah.
That works.
All right. What are we doing again? Oh, cardio. Why are we here?
What are we doing? We're standing on treadmills.
Wah, wah. Mine's not going. Go. Do. All right. Right to it. Oh, I gotta set my thingy. Added treadmill as an option yesterday.
Mine has indoor walk
Indoor walk.
versus outdoor walk.
Interesting. Oh. So what's going on, everybody? We should move these closer together.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Do that tomorrow before we get started.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about anything today?
Of course. We always do.
What's going on in your head these days?
What in the world?
Say what?
I'm looking at posts inside my build group.
Okay.
I'm looking at Juliana's ugly sweater that won her a ninja blender.
Whoa, what the heck is that?
It's her ugly
She's
sweater.
a tree?
She's a tree.
Wow.
Wow. Well,
I'm still waking up. I don't know what my brain is like mush right now.
I can feel whatever I did to the hip yesterday walking.
Legs, yeah, my legs are definitely. This is good to move them a little bit. So somebody told you that we should not have stopped our podcast, huh?
Yes. So yesterday in my group, somebody posted a episode of Less Blood, More Fists.
Yeah.
When we were talking about the new year and goals and how to look at things. And I started listening to the episode. I didn't finish it the other day.
The episode? You started listening to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I want to go back and listen to the rest of it.
Was it good?
Yeah. I mean, everybody was saying it. Everybody was like, yes, this was giving me ideas. And I don't remember what the heck we said after the intro, so I got to go back and listen to the rest.
We basically said New Year's resolutions are stupid. You shouldn't do them. If you're
Start
gonna
now.
do it, you're going to do it.
And then some of my live last night said they're starting now.
Nice. Good. Good.
And that our morning walks inspired them to walk in the morning.
Oh,
I
really?
think that was Nicole, our new neighbor.
Okay. Our new neighbor. So she's walking right now and be like, hi, Nicole, you're right over there. In case anybody doesn't know, we met somebody online the other day who happens to literally live across the street from us. So we met them for brunch over the weekend.
Oh, that makes me think of something.
What?
Meetup in 2024.
Well, we haven't talked about that yet. We have to do, we said we were going to do that last weekend. We didn't do any of the planning that we talked about doing.
New Year's is on Monday, so we can
Another
over
Monday
the
holiday.
over the weekend.
Over the weekend,
we can
do
talk
that?
about
Okay.
2024 plans.
I need you guys to hold us to that. We want to talk about our plan for 2024.
We
I
gotta.
mean, I've been putting notes and stuff down. I already have a bunch of stuff.
We have to do some sort of antithetic event. It doesn't have to be.
Right. It probably won't be the full
It's not
conference,
going to be
just
the
so
full
everybody knows.
conference,
But
but
definitely
at least a meetup, maybe 2.
something. Yeah.
Maybe a couple different meetups.
We could do a meetup. We could do them here. We're talking about doing them here, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Because we have this whole space up here.
Yeah.
Although, do we want people coming where we live?
We'll charge extra for that.
Like, if you want to know where we live, you have to. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe
I
not.
don't know about that. Yeah.
No, that little lake house was so awesome.
That lake house was nice. But I feel like if we're going to do that, that's a whole thing too. We might as well make it a thing.
Well, it could be a meetup. It could be a half a day thing, you know. It
Oh,
doesn't
but
have
not
to
like
be
a whole.
2.5 days.
Yeah, not like a conference.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's
We could do like
perfect.
a workshop seminar.
It's perfect for
half a day.
fireside chat because there's a fireplace. I think there's a fireplace in there. Yeah.
Or just the middle part of the day, right? Come, eat breakfast, and then come, hang out, have some lunch, and then stay, and then you can leave before dinner.
Yeah.
Right?
That
So we could
works.
do lunch there, but
Yeah,
not too
it's
late,
an
not too
easily
early, not too early,
drivable-
not too late. Yeah, so people could drive if they wanted
Easily
to.
drivable event. Yes.
Okay.
I like that. A lunch and learn.
A lunch and learn. Oh my gosh. Wow.
What year did I just
A brown
bring it back
bag?
to?
We're gonna have a brown bag. Jeez.
Yeah,
All right. Now we just got to figure out what are we gonna do? It's just gonna be just socializing and networking.
It can be, yeah.
We want
Social
anybody to
events.
talk or workshop or Q&A or give you like a
We
Q&A.
could do a Q&A. Yeah. Oh,
Have
and
some
then,
testimonies. We could do like they did at the, although not as long of as many testimonies for like an hour.
like the carnivore meetup
Yeah.
in Jersey. Similar to that, yeah. Social,
Like a Q&A
with a little,
and
Q&A.
then some testimonies or something.
I like
have any.
it.
Yeah, okay.
I like it.
Try to keep it simple.
We could do raffles
Raffles. That's all you.
if we can get stuff.
That's all you. We got to find local people.
Oh, yeah. That was the whole point.
That was the whole point. We
One
want
of
to
the
find
things
local
we
people.
really want to do with Antithetic is support
If any of
local.
you guys are in the Virginia area,
We
let
have
us know
products.
where you go get your stuff.
Yes, or
So
if
we
you
can-
have a product.
Or if you have a
company.
product, right? Serena, we'll talk to her. I'm sure she'd love to do it since she's
Oh,
nearby.
yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Get some
Love
tallow
that.
products. Speeding up. You trying to keep up with me? What are you doing?
It's a battle.
She can't keep up with me. Although technically you're getting more steps in than I am.
That's right, because I have little legs. I do more of an incline and you go faster.
Yeah. I do just enough of an incline to feel like I'm actually working a little bit and not just walking. It's sometimes when I'm
And for me,
flat
it's all
on
about
these
the
things,
booty.
it actually feels like I'm going down.
I feel the same way.
It's weird. Like it's got to be just a little bit
Two
up to
levels it out.
Yeah.
A 2 incline levels it out for me. So 4, feeling it in the glutes. And I got very hot yesterday, so this time I wore
Did you?
shorts.
Yeah. I didn't even bother with my hoodie today. There's a little. It feels like there's a little cool breeze coming in, but. So how was your workout yesterday? You tried something new?
It was good.
You're in
I am-
transition right now, right?
I am playing with ideas for the next program that is not just for me, but it's also for my new Keto Bikini Academy. So it makes me put more thought into it.
Right. Well, because we both like to test things out on ourselves before we give them to people, right?
Yes. So, and sometimes I know immediately what I want to do next. Like the second phase of the build, I knew for sure I wanted to do a 3-day full body program. So this time I was like, I know I want to go back to a split, but I didn't know what split I wanted to try. So playing with an upper lower, full lower, which is a little different than what I normally do. I would normally do a more specific body part split for one of the uppers and the other upper.
Are you trying to reduce the amount of time that you're in the gym?
No.
No.
Well, from the 3-day full body, yes. Because the 3 days.
So go to like go to a 4 or 5 day.
Right. Once I added more volume, then it turned into a very long day, each day to get every body part in. So
I was actually going after you finished yesterday, though. That almost never happens.
I know.
She's like, I'm done. I'm like, well, I still got work to do.
Because I'm thinking this time I will have a separate core and cardio day. So I didn't add core to the end of that day. And I also tried lower volume for the upper, because the upper is going to have more exercises, like most likely.
Right.
So I tried lower volume, but the good news is because it took less than an hour, I could add more volume for certain body parts. And actually that's another thing that I can teach in the academy, for if there's a particular body part you want to work on more,
right,
you could add a 4th set or a 5th set to certain exercises and not others to bring up that body part.
Yep.
I'm also throwing in some fun stuff like drop sets. So my shoulders...
That was the evil.
My shoulders were done.
In case anybody's wondering, whenever a coach says fun stuff, it's
fun
not
for the
really
coach.
The word that should be used for it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's fun.
You feel badass when you're done with them, that they suck while you're doing it.
The pump was so good. Yesterday when we were up here chatting and I was doing my Instagram, I was looking at my shoulders going, why do they look so small? And then I went in the gym.
She's in the gym all...
I was doing my posing.
I caught her at one point. She was getting her dumbbells and she stopped. She had her hands on the dumbbells and she's like doing all this stuff in the mirror.
I was like, ooh, there they are. Oh, the joys of not having a pump versus having a pump.
Yes, it's crazy.
The other day,
like when I leave,
you said,
when I come home, I'm like, oh my God, I feel huge.
You were like,
crazy.
Why can't I just have a pump all the time?
Have a pump all the time. Just walk around blowed up. Yep.
What else is on your mind today?
What happened recently? Something happened the other day. Oh.
What happened?
I'm just thinking about the whole physical fitness, physical ability thing. And just thinking about when we were over at my parents and I had to get under the sink to help with disposal. And then that got me thinking about when we were on the cruise, getting in the bus, loading the bags and doing all of the kind of stuff.
Gosh,
and climbing around and being like, I'm 51 years old. And I look at other people that are in their 40s, some people in their 30s who aren't as physically able to just do whatever life demands at any point in time. And it's like, I want you guys to understand how we're not doing this stuff. We talk about getting big shoulders and getting buff and, you know, feeling like you have a pump all the time, but that's not really what it's about, right? If something happens, you know, I was out with my parents for Christmas, and my mom was having an issue with the disposal. So I was like, hey, I'm going to get under the sink and take the disposal out and fix this and put this together and do all this stuff. And it wasn't even a question of, I have to get ready, I got to set it up so that I don't hurt my knees, I can't fit in there. Like, it was just do it.
Yeah, you didn't even have to think
needed.
about
That's
it.
what I didn't even have to think about it. It was, that's what life needed. So I want everyone to be able to just do things, right, when life asks you to. That's what this whole process is about.
That's what independence is. That's what freedom is.
Physical independence, yep. So that was just a thought randomly going through my head right then.
Like, that is the connection you ask people to make when you're talking about the why.
Yes.
It's if you struggle with finding your why beyond losing 10 pounds or 20 pounds or whatever it is, I don't know, just because I want to have less fat on my body.
Right.
Well, why? What is it going to do for you? That's what he means by that. What are you not able to do now that you'll be able to do then? And it also reflects on your personality, how you show up in the world. If you feel good in your body, you show up differently. Your mind state, your attitude toward other people.
How you carry yourself, your demeanor, confidence, all of that.
Confidence.
We talked about that on your call the other day, right? It's like a lot of times when people say, oh my God, you look so different. You don't really look that different, but you're carrying
The way you
yourself
carry
differently,
yourself has
right?
shifted.
Because you're facing a challenge, you're accomplishing things, you're realizing that you can do things. Like, there's just a different level of demeanor about yourself.
Yeah.
An energy that you put out.
Energy, exactly.
I knew you'd like that word if I said that.
Yep.
It's a whole different vibe.
He's trying to appeal
Is
to
there
my
a
woo
way,
today.
okay, here's a question. What is the equivalent, we're going to go two places with this. What is the equivalent of BDE for women?
Oh my gosh. Didn't we talk about this before?
I don't know, maybe we did.
I feel like we identified it before.
I'm wondering if there's a way we can blend that into a different phrase that works for men and women, then we can put it on a t-shirt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't want to put BDE on
No,
a
we don't
t-shirt.
put BDE on a t-shirt.
I mean, it would be BBE.
BBE?
Bad bitch energy.
Bad bitch energy? Big booty energy? Is that what you're not sure what BDE is? Go look it up.
Google it. Urban
look it up.
Dictionary.
But yeah, but there's like, it'd be cool to be able to have like I think it'd be cool. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I've got
That
blank.
kind of
I've got
energy.
blank. You want some? Right? Or something like that. Or
You should make
like the Got Milk shirt.
You should make a t-shirt with big steak energy on
Big
it.
steak. Oh.
Big beef energy.
Big beef energy.
New t-shirt.
Oh, I gotta think about that.
That is
Okay.
a good one. Big beef energy. I love it.
Yes.
I love that.
Okay, I gotta think about that. Love t-shirt ideas. In case you guys didn't know, I love t-shirt ideas. So
Always.
whatever you have, let me know. Yes, that's awesome.
So somebody sent me a t-shirt.
Speaking of
This
which,
other company. Oh, we get.
you have to read this. Can you read
This
this?
other company created called. Oh, it wasn't Grace and Grind. It was a different combo. But she was like, it reminds me of Grace and Grind, and I was like, I need to do a Grace and Grind challenge t-shirt.
All right.
So yeah,
can you read
Bronson's
this?
wearing a new Christmas gift
Read
today.
it.
There once was a man from New York who would only eat bacon and pork. He got all sad-eyed when all the pigs died, for he's nothing to put on his fork.
Thank you, my sister. That
So
was my
perfect.
Christmas gift from my sister. I just wish it didn't have to be New York.
I know.
Right? Yeah.
on the line.
Why not?
There once was a man from Mass.
Who liked some ass?
If you use the same limerick.
I wonder if I can make can I make an ass limerick?
Although you're not from Mass. You're from...
I wonder if you could use Nantucket. There once was a man from Nantucket. That's how the whole thing is,
I
right?
know. But that one's very dirty.
What about brisket? Does brisket rhyme with Nantucket?
No.
Just a thought.
What rhymes with
There
Maryland?
once was a man from Nantucket who used to eat his meat in a bucket.
Oh, no.
He eats all his meat from a bucket. There's got to be a way.
Quit
There's
right
gotta
now.
be a way. There's only 10 minutes left, guys. Then you're done with us for the day.
Are you able to check for any comments?
Comments?
If anybody's...
I haven't seen anybody. I'm looking on here. I haven't seen
Oh, you
anybody.
can see it on
comment
there.
yet.
Never mind.
Who knows? No comments yet. 2 people watching. Oh, it says top messages. No, none yet.
Okay.
No comments yet. 2 people watching. It's about 30 seconds behind. I can hear myself. Not even 30 seconds. So what projects are you looking at doing this year? We talk about planning.
What?
What projects are you thinking about for next year for you?
Oh my goodness.
You and your business. What
So
about
much.
you personally? Not even business-wise. What are you doing personally next year?
What am I doing personally?
Yeah.
Well, for the whole year, like I haven't...
Like, what's your plans, like, for personal development, professional development?
So the beginning of
Besides
the
all
year...
the 8 certification training things that you
That's
signed up
part
for.
of it, actually. Yes. My gosh, there's so much. Let's see. I mean, I haven't sat down and thought about it and wrote it out, so
Yeah.
put me on the spot. But
It's what I do.
some things that are top of mind for me. Well, I shared last night on my live that personally, when it comes to like health and wellness, I'm doing my own 30-day Grace and Grind challenge. So for that, I am focusing on gut health. So I am going into a carnivore January and going to whittle it down to lion diet and then use the GAPS diet to reintroduce. And I have the GAPS book, the one I haven't read yet, Gut and Physiology Syndrome. So that's part of my personal development. I want to start reading physical books consistently. I would like to spend the whole year doing that. There's so many books I want to read. So I'm going to start with the GAPS book because that will be directly...
We have like 80 books in
There's so many
on the bookshelves that we haven't.
And then there's always new ones coming out that I want to read. So this year, I'm starting with that habit. And something that I'm passionate about and I need to know about to make this other thing happen. So it's like an anchor.
Yeah.
It's going to happen for that reason. Other personal things, I would say dance
Get back into
more
that.
this year. I did
Now
find
that
a
you found a
studio
studio, yeah.
right at the end of the year, and then I got sick and I didn't go back, and then the holidays. So I want to start going pretty regularly, maybe once a week, incorporate that into my routine. And then I was inspired when I went to church for Christmas Mass, and I want to start going to church weekly again. It used to be a major part of my life. And it's interesting as I'm thinking about the Grace and Grind Challenge and like the discipline of like what we're doing with this, that mental toughness requirement of putting all the other things or putting what I really want this moment to the side and saying, well, I said I was going to do this other thing. That's the way I always felt about going to church on Sunday. It was like, it's part of the day, it's happening. Mm-hmm. It's not oh, I'm really tired this Sunday, I just feel like relaxing. And then now life becomes more hedonistic because you're just serving your desires at any moment. So that is going to become a regular occurrence again. So yeah, those are main things on my mind.
Cool.
What about you?
All the things. Personal projects wise, it's the book, I think, first.
Is that a personal project or is that a business project?
That's
both. It's a little bit of both.
What's the difference?
It feels like personal.
That's a personal project. It's like with my last book. It's not like I'm making the book and expecting to be a bestseller or make millions of dollars in whatever else. And it'd be great if it happens, but I didn't put those out for business. I put those out because I have a passion for putting that information out. So I look at all of the book. I look at everything that I do there. I look at it's really weird. I don't look at most of my business stuff as business stuff.
I know.
It's just,
you're
can't not do it.
Blurred line.
I can't not do it. So I think of it as a personal thing. So something that I'm working on is coming out with the book, which if all goes well, if I can finish this last section, which is the hardest part that I'm trying to put together, then I could theoretically be done in the next couple of weeks if I actually just figure out how to put this last section together. But then I got to do all of the prep and get people to look at it, get feedback, and all that other kind of stuff. So
yep.
I'm thinking probably March, April. It'd be nice to be able to have it out before the cruise, like I did last time. Mm-hmm. Have it out before the cruise, because then I can bring some on the cruise. Which I just thought about that again. I forgot.
You know what? You just.
What?
Just.
Because I'm going to be talking about that on the cruise.
For me.
Because I'm going to be talking about that on the cruise.
Right.
But what did I just open up for you?
Maybe the reason I haven't written my book yet is because I'm thinking about it as a business thing. It doesn't feel like a personal thing for me, so it keeps going to the back burner.
Yeah.
Something to reflect about. Because it is, whenever I have worked out it in the past, starting to pull together the ideas and the list, it's a major passion. It's like taking everything that I'm passionate about and putting it in one place. It's like your life's work. It's like your legacy, right?
Bing, that's the whole, it's like, if there's anything I'm going to leave behind besides my kids, it's going to be this stuff, you know? That's
powerful. Yeah. Okay, that's a reframe that I think I needed. Thank you.
You're welcome. So besides the book, I'm working on some other projects, ideas. I've got started talking to somebody about putting together and trying to do something. I don't have any ideas specifically yet, but we're talking about trying to do something to help long haul truckers.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I've got some people I know that are long haul truckers. We're going to test out some ideas, put some programs together, kind of see how it works, make sure that it makes sense. Because it's not like they have a lot of space. They don't have a lot of equipment. They can't have equipment.
Right.
Figuring out how to help them make good food choices when they're traveling, and all they have is truck stops all the time. It's just all of those types of things, putting that stuff together. So one of my goals for this year is to be able to, I'd like to officially roll something out or have some kind of program that we can start getting long haul truckers into a program. So that's one thing. Another thing is going back to school. So I already started that, so that's just continuation. Getting into the master's, getting that whole thing with exercise science. I've got some papers that I want to write this year, which we just talked about the other day. So I've got some articles and some things.
Oh, I gotcha. I know where you're going with that.
Because I've got some concepts for I've got a lot of things in my head that I'm thinking about that on the more sciencey side of things, because I tend to geek out about that stuff, but which is one of the reasons why I'm going to get my master's. I want to have a better understanding of some of the science and things like that. So it's not just stuff that I've read or things that I've watched or people that I've talked to. I can actually go through some of the things. I think there's just a different level. When you talk about the science aspect of health and nutrition and fitness, there's a different level of structure to the way that you look at the data and present the data when you've been through the formal training process, that is science-based training. So there's just a different, it's like speaking a different language. Like lawyers, they speak a whole different language. Doctors speak a whole different language. I want to kind of get to that point where I can think that way. Right now, I think very ground up. Now I start thinking top down. If that makes any sense.
It's so interesting to hear you say that because you're so much more into the science than I am already.
It's fascinating. I've always been a how does it work kind of guy. Like I first learned how to work on computers by getting a computer, tearing it apart, and then having to figure out. I had no idea what I was doing. I took it apart. I had to figure out, okay, how do I put this back together again? So that's how I started, and that's how I like doing things. So.
Well, we hit our 30 minutes.
We hit our 30 minutes.
I thought you started yours before mine.
Not that much longer.
Oh, you were looking at the time remaining. I was looking at the time
we had it
elapsed.
flipped. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us this
Done
morning.
and done.
Peace out. We'll see you tomorrow.
I gotta drink my water. Too much talking, not enough drinking.